Good afternoon, everyone. Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall with Simpler Trading, doing the nightly market update for Wednesday, September the 7th. And if you look at this chart, I've got the ES here. If you look at this chart, this looks like back in the back in the heyday when we were just buy all day long, straight up. This is just nothing but net all the way up. From the open to the close, had a little bit of flush there kind of at the end, but crazy stuff after we had, that's today, and if I can get this back over here, that was yesterday. So yesterday at the open, Monday was a holiday, this was Tuesday. Ding, 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 opening bell, free fall, completely vertical, straight down. That was, I believe, about 70 points, if I'm not mistaken. And then shot straight back up, and then we're dancing around this snow line here, and then free fall and free fall and free fall into the close, and and then into the overnight session, and then to get this today was pretty impressive, I guess, from a rally standpoint. Now the overall rally was 72 points or something like that, and pretty decent move. Let's show you on a 10-day chart here. I like to look at these things and kind of see where we've been. So as you can see, these are voodoo lines here. If you don't know that, and again, this is ES, and this is our fire line here, which is a very big level for us. Since we're under it, that is a level of resistance above us. But as you can see, we've been going between that skyline and the snow line here, kind of back and forth. Generally, that's kind of where we're going. Dip down here. A lot of crazy chop here. This is tough. It's been tough to trade. This continues to be tough to trade because, there's no rhyme or reason for these pretty large moves, up or down, or up and down in the same day. I mean, as you can see, again, this is in the last 10 days. We free fall from 4,200 all the way down to 3,800. Completely free fall here. Bounce a little bit, free fall here. Bounce a little bit, free fall. Bounce a little bit, free fall. Bounce a little bit, free fall. Bounce a little bit. What happens next? Free fall. I don't know. It would make sense, but we have Powell speaking in the morning before the open, and we've got a lot of Fed speak, tomorrow, and we got Charles Evans tomorrow as well. On Friday, we've got Charles Evans again. Chris Waller speaks. Esther George. So there's a lot of Fed speak coming up in the next couple of days, and all that is ahead of the even bigger data points next week, which are going to be CPI on Tuesday and PPI on Wednesday. So that is going to, the reason that's big is because the number one thing the Fed is worried about right now is inflation and how to contain it and all that kind of stuff, and how much are they going to raise. And we already know they're going to raise interest rates, probably going to be 75 basis points. They've already said they're not going to back off of that really. So do we get that or not? And we will know that on September 21st. So next Tuesday, PPI on, CPI on Tuesday, PPI on Wednesday. That's going to determine a lot what the Fed is going to do on the 21st. So all that being said, we could be going much higher or much lower depending on what happens. It's been a crazy market to trade, but it's about to probably even step up another level. I really don't have a good feel yet. As we get a little bit closer, maybe we can get some kind of feel. Is the market here starting to, this little turn, that we're having here, is this, is this going to run us back up here ahead of the, the CPI next week? I don't know. This was a big move here. We've had a couple of big moves here along the way. Is this going to be another one, and then we fail and continue to go lower? Who knows? Again, it just makes it really tough to trade this market. So what we do, as we have been doing, is to trade the shorter term things that we have we don't really have clarity on anything, but that's the most clarity we can get is on something that's really short term. So that's what I've been focusing on, and it's working pretty well. And trying to sell some premium. The VIX is remained pretty high. Right now the VIX is, let's see where we close. The VIX is at about 25, kind of roughly. And that's pretty elevated historically speaking, but we can sell some premium around that, iron condors and things like that. So all that being said, the biggest thing is just to be careful in this market with our sizing. Try to realize this is not the market to step up to the plate and swing big swings at at trades and things like that. So we're trying to baby step this as much as I can until we get a little more clarity, and we really won't have that until after the Fed. So for the next couple of weeks we kind of need to be in limbo. So I don't really have anything else other than the important dates to watch out for. Again, messy market, very kind of chaotic charts right now. We're trading in it. We're up almost 30% on the year in bias, so it is, can definitely make money in this market, but it's a lot harder than normal. If you want to see how we're doing that, join me in the bias room or join us in the gold room, the main room. It's simpler, and you can see these trades that we're doing. Again, sizing small, just trying to make money when we can and not lose any more than we have to in a market like this. So with that, let me wind it up. I hope that helps. Hope it makes sense. There's just not a lot to do. Normally we would be looking for kind of honey badger stocks that we could jump on when they're beaten down and all that kind of stuff. But in a market like this, you really, in my opinion, you don't really want to do that because the market could be going a lot lower or higher, depending on what happens with the inflation numbers. And is inflation getting better or is it getting worse? And we won't know that until we get these numbers, and then we won't know how, for the most part, how the market's going to react to that until we see what the Fed is going to do with that information. So be light, be nimble, be careful, and keep tight stop on things and take profits when you get them. So again, join us in the trading rooms if you want to trade with us, and I will see you at the next update. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Take care.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me